rough terrain, unforgiving weather conditions, sometimes spotty communication, and even lack of resources. This is what our soldiers deal with when they're downrange. That's why Fort Irwin and NTC is the perfect place for them to come train for the real thing.
Really what's key is imprinting the plan on everybody in the formation.
Big five and the commanders, you can just get that down and out and we'll get started.
We all have a shared understanding of what's going on. So we pitch our operations order on the terrain model.
This is the John Wayne foothills, and then this is the John Wayne Pass.
We took the troop commanders and I walked them through the terrain. It's a giant terrain model. Oftentimes you may see something a little smaller. We really push it out to where we can walk and they can see the spatial difference and the relationship between each other as they maneuver through. And that really then draws out some of the issues and the problems that, me at 2 in the morning with the staff just didn't quite see. And we can iron that out on the spot, and then the plan is better. And everybody walks away with that shared vision of what's going to happen as we go through.
About 4 kilometers away, so it should only take around 12 minutes to get there via ground Cavalry.
We really want to be fast, we want to be lethal, and we want to be resilient, to quote the SCOS 3. All the guys we have in there are built to sustain operations as we go through. What we mean by speed and being fast is not just maneuver, but it's in the orders process.
To be able to do that, our operations centers have to be able to break down because that front forward line of troops is moving out at a high rate of speed and against the enemy.
So I run the TAC. I've got fires guys, I've got JTACs guys, I've got my battle captain, I've got my gunner, my driver, I've got a commo guy, and we're all squeezed into this thing, all working off of digital and analog systems. It's a lot of fun. It's organized chaos. Every commander is different on how they want to fight. And my squadron commander, he wants to fight fast and forward and talk to the troops via FM. In order to do that, I had to create a vehicle that gives him that ability to do so, because then I've got to push all the information back. So we've got 2 real mission command nodes. We've got the TOC, and then we have the TAC. And the TAC is basically my striker, the commander, and then the Air Force striker that has all the antennas for talking to the air. And what that does is it gives us all a capability. So I can talk via FM, HF, TACSAT, BFT, JCR chats, and then we pull all that together with digital and analog common operating pictures, and I fight the whole fight from that.
Let them know that they were going through Brown's Pass.
Ready, rifles.
As the orders trickle down from higher, from regiment to us, it's incumbent upon me as the operations officer and staff to take that and work that staff to build a plan fast enough to give time to the troop commanders and the platoon leaders to build their plans. Because at the end of the day, the platoons have to execute. But if the platoon doesn't execute because he didn't have the time to figure out the mission, the intent, and what his key tasks are, then the plan will fail.
Survivability is part of the reason to be able to move.
What that enables me to do is let the boss go forward, and he can talk to his troop commanders and maneuver and fight the fight forward, and then I take everything back to me. I process it, I analyze it, and I'm able to keep him with a good situational awareness of what's going on, both above us, around us, and to his troop commanders. That's my house. It's also my car. It's also my living room. That's where we have fun. It's where we do our job, and we got to make it good every day.
As a leader here at the National Training Center, it's important for a person in my position to be able to develop the young leaders. Or do you want it after? Right. So I did mine before, and I got a broadening assignment after that too.
The most effective way to build teams is to put them in a harsh environment, make them suck together.
As a field grade officer in the squadron, I have the unique opportunity to develop young officers and non-commissioned officers, for that matter, into better leaders through challenging and situations that the National Training Center provides.
Let's go!
Building those teams, you do it through tough, hard training in those conditions. We learn to love and enjoy each other as we go through, and we take care of each other.
Having the ability to bring those young leaders around and wrap your arms around them and say, it's tough. It's tough. It's going to be hard, but here's how we can work together to get through it. It's all about building the team.
And that camaraderie is really up. We're absolutely a tight team.
Coordination there is going to be a little more difficult.
We use this as an opportunity to develop a team before and synergize and get all our systems right before going downrange to whatever it is our next mission is going to be.
The great thing about our Army and our country is it's an all-volunteer force. I truly believe that anybody can do anything they want in our country, and that freedom is what I'm here to protect.
Service to my country is absolutely the utmost driving factor, certainly to my family as well.
I've got 2 girls. In other places, they wouldn't have opportunities. So for me, it's personal, and I want to make sure they can do anything. And if they want to be a soldier, more power to them. They want to be a teacher. Whatever their heart's desire, the world is theirs. But if somebody wants to encroach on that freedom, I'm here to make sure that that doesn't happen.
I'm half Native American. My own service as a warrior leader, it goes back to being that part of me. It's all about heritage. It's all about support for your country and support for the people that you grow up with and you're around.
It's your choice. We get a better quality soldier. We get people that want to be here, and that's people I want to be around. At the end of the day, I fight so others don't have to.
The experience of NTC is one that won't soon be forgotten. The long nights, longer days, and constant strategizing and moving. But for the men and women in uniform who raise their right hand and pledge to fight and defend our country and protect our freedoms, it's exactly the training and experience they needed before we send them into battle.